I do a lot of voice work. I love doing voice work, and it's an area that I've sort of concentrated some time into. So it was really exciting to get a call to sort of be a part of a legacy character, legacy world, in the Sonic world. And I remember saying, wow, Knuckles wants to come alive, and I could voice that. I was a little nervous about it, trying to understand what does Knuckles sound like. But it was a really good experience making it, and just sort of exploring how to create what the sound of Knuckles is. I'm laughing because I know I'm very funny and I never get to do funny stuff. But no, I think that, part of the motivation is definitely to do some comedy. And I've done, some voice work in films that, skewed for young people, Zootopia and Finding Dory and The Jungle Book. But definitely the Sonic character, the Knuckles character. My son, would love to hear me in this film. I can't wait to show him it. Was I familiar with Sonic? Really? Is that a true question? Of course. Sonic was probably one of my first, gaming heroes. Sonic the Hedgehog was definitely, for my generation, what I'm saying, coming up with video games in a very early form. Sonic was one of the first games. So yeah, I was definitely super aware of the original Sonic game, and never thought in a million years that I'd ever be a part of that or be able to contribute to it. The voice of Knuckles was a bit of a journey, trying to understand, what does this character sound like? Is he American? Is he English? Is he, tribal? Is it other? What is it? And we what was great is that we had a chance to just explore different sound sonics, no pardon, but just explore different places my voice could go. There's obviously Knuckles has this sort of like menacing, sort of presence, little powerhouse. And so obviously the voice, we wanted to reflect that. I think where we landed, where the accent feels like it could come from maybe England, maybe America in places, and maybe just other. Maybe just, his English speaking voice is a sort of, is a reflection of what his language might be as an echidna warrior. And just, bringing that to life was a lot of fun. When you're doing voice acting, obviously, you have to jump into the future. You have to sort of put your voice on and imagine what the audience are going to feel. You also have to imagine what the animation could be like. And in some cases, the animation is led by your voice. So you sort of live in the future, obviously just making sure your voice sounds good and warm. It's rare now where we're all in the same room together, just based on scheduling. It would be great to be in a film where, me and the other characters are all in the same room, but that's very rare. So what you end up doing is, sometimes the voice is already recorded, you hear it, and then you say your line. And a lot of the times, I tend to just do their lines and then do mine. So I can naturally find a little cadence that, especially if it's like in this character, where there's a lot of deadpan humor, and what Ben does with his voice and just really pushing that Sonic energy, and then my character. So I'd sometimes do Ben's line and how I think he might say it, or I'll have the recording and then I'll be like, and I tend to we do a take, I'll do 3 or 4 in a row. Knuckles is, he's quite a big character in the Sonic landscape and the Sonic universe. He's a big fan favorite. And I have to admit, when I got the role, I didn't know much about, Knuckles. I know his iconography, You know, he's a big character within the universe, but I didn't, know too much about his history. So I got to learn about him as a warrior in the Echidna tribe, and very powerful, proud tribe, adorned in the red hair and the red body and these incredible knuckles. I have decent knuckles, but I don't have knuckles like Knuckles. His knuckles are massive. And he's a character that is sort of void of, warm and fuzzy. He's not a warm and fuzzy guy. He's very dry and straight to the point and means business. And in the movie, he, his down there, his sole purpose is to go after Sonic. And when he gets there, things start to unravel in a different way. And he has, I have to say, when I read the story arc for Knuckles, it's a great journey. It's a great character journey to play, so I was excited about that. There's no gray area with him. He doesn't understand lying. He doesn't understand the dishonor, as you say, but he also doesn't understand humor. He doesn't really understand emotion. He just understands brute force. I remember Jeff and I just wanting to play up the sort of dryness of him, not understanding humor, and just saying things very matter of fact, and not understanding why that might be inappropriate or just a bit too loud or a little bit insensitive. And Knuckles is what Knuckles does. Jeff is really, really warm, really experienced director who has a lot of passion for Sonic, Knuckles, all the characters. Really great imagination. I really enjoyed working with him. I didn't get to meet him personally because we were on Zoom and I was in England shooting. But whenever we met, whether it was 4 o'clock in the morning for him or, whatever time it was for me, he was always sort of cheery and, knew exactly what he wanted. It was great. And Jeff always left room for me to sort of, expand and improvise. He loved it when I improvised because even though this is what the script says, he wanted me to just feel comfortable within the Knuckles space so that Knuckles can say whatever he wants and then we'll always get what's written, but we'll say it in a different way. I really enjoyed that, When I saw the trailer, I was like, whoa, that's Knuckles, because I just done that voice. And now I hear it fully mixed and in the picture. It's quite interesting. And I really want the fans, there's a lot of pressure for me internally, hope I get Knuckles right. People go, oh, no, okay, Knuckles was cool. Jeff, the director, and I really sort of explored what do we want to be satisfying for the audience, We didn't know whether it was this accent or that accent, but we knew that, as a warrior, the last of his tribe, and this incredibly intense guy, Knuckles could have a rich character to play with. It's got a lot of real estate, and it's fun.